who's going first?
Sammy went first because youngest.
Yeah, but let's switch it up.
Okay, well then Otis goes first, so that means you. Either way, I'm in the middle.
That's not fair. Hey guys, and welcome aboard. My name is The Forgetful Fish, and welcome to whatever the hell we're gonna call this. Did we even decide on a name?
Paranormal stories?
Okay, we're gonna call this Paranormal Stories for the explicitly interested. So, so we brought this today so we can bring you some of our chilling, most realistic, yet also fake ghost stories. This may have to be done in a few different,
Videos.
Installations, different episodes, so be prepared to have fun with all, because the last time we tried to record it, we had it in 2 different videos, and they were like 40 minutes long, so we may have to make this in a few different episodes. So I hope you guys are interested and ready. Okay, so in my first and most recent video of Life is Strange, I gave you all an interesting fact. My real name is actually Victoria Rose. So to start in a little bit in depth with that is, a true fact for you guys to all know, my middle name, Rose, I'm named after my great-grandmother, who I can only assume was psychic. And she was able to tell somebody passed away before it was ever made mention, I guess, before it was ever known. And she'd be doing her daily activities and be like, oh, so-and-so died. And they were like, yeah, right, whatever. And then they'd get the phone call later like, holy shit, you were right.
Oh my god.
So that's the one little interesting, weird, paranormal kind of statistic about myself that I can give you guys for the moment. So there's where I start.
I had something attached to me. I called it my friend.
It wasn't much of a friend.
No, not really. It terrified me, and it scared me so much I couldn't even move around it. It started when I was 8. My mom's ex-boyfriend, his son and daughter would come over every once in a while, like on the weekends. And one night I got up to go to the bathroom, and in the doorway of the living room, I saw this man figure. I couldn't see his face, I couldn't see his body, it was just a black silhouette standing there with his arms up on the doorway staring at me. And at the time, it was about the same size as my mom's ex-boyfriend's son. So I called out his name, trying to get his attention, and it didn't work. So I got scared and ran back into the bedroom. Well, I think like a year later, my friend Kelly spent the night, and she woke me up and goes, Autumn, somebody's standing in your doorway. I was like, can you see his face? And she goes, no, it's just all black. I was like, turn the F over and go to sleep, because we ain't dealing with this shit right now.
It isn't real if I didn't see it.
Right? Just cover your head with the covers and go to sleep. If we don't remember it in the morning, then we just suppressed a really bad memory.
Okay, well, guys, the Grudge taught us that lesson really well. That doesn't always work.
Put the pillow over your head. Hope to God she takes you quick.
Right? That was my whole thought process. Well, it stopped there for a little bit, but it had a dog. Did I ever tell you about the dog?
I think so.
It for some reason, you rarely ever saw the dog by itself.
We'll just call him Jimmy.
Well, I called it the black dog.
That's racist, Autumn.
It was black! And the only time I ever really saw that was in the corner of my eye when I was taking a bath. So...
Just like to creep on you while you're naked.
Copper, was you creeping on your mom before
we didn't have Copper back then.
That's what I'm saying. Was she creeping on you before she even existed?
Well, anyway, I didn't see it for like a couple years after seeing Kelly. After Kelly saw it, I didn't see it for a couple years, and then it got really bad after Chris died. And
Chris, your ex-fiance?
Yes. He died in a car accident, and after he died, it got a lot worse. I was seeing it a lot more. It was tormenting me a lot more. And finally, one day, for some odd reason, it decided to move shit around. Don't know why. It just decided to. Well, back then I had this big old purse. It was kind of like Mary Poppins' purse. I had everything in it, and you needed to dump this thing out just to get to whatever you needed to get. Well, I needed chapstick, so I went to go look for it, and I couldn't find it. The chapstick was on the other side of the room, nowhere near where I lay my purse, but it's there. So I went and talked to my Uncle Chris's mom, and she helped me get rid of it. I saged the house, I saged myself. Almost burned down the house in the process.
Try to cleanse, but kill yourself.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Thank you, Sammy, for clarifying.
Here in town, the library has like the summer reading program, and like right before school starts, like end of July, they have like this big whole blowout party thing for it. And well, me and my best friend, it ended around like 12 o'clock. Me and my best friend, we were walking home, and we looked inside.
We live in a town where we're one of the small towns left in America who still has a town square. And right beside our library on the town square is what we call a historical home. We have a few different historical homes left here in our town. Are built when the town was, right about the same time right about the same time the town was founded. So, a couple of them have bought out. Nobody lives there anymore. I think they use them for prom parties and weddings and shit.
Yeah,
so,
you can rent out the houses.
Yeah, you can rent out the houses for different things. So they keep it up and keep it nice. And one of them happens to be one of the biggest ones, and it's located right next to the library.
Yeah. So we're walking home, and my best friend, she stops me, and she's like, "Sam," and I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Do you see that?" And at first I was like, "No." What you be looking at crazy?
Come
And
here.
she's just like, "Look closer." So I decided to actually, I decided to squint my eyes and look farther into the house, and I see these glowing red eyes. And at this point, we're like both freaking out. It's like 12 o'clock, and we're just like done. We're just terrified, don't know what to do. And we knew it was empty because there was no cars parked behind the house, and there was no indication of telling us that humans were about. And then after we saw the red eyes, suddenly the freaking television up on the second story just flashes on, and we're just like, we've seen horror movies, we know what to do, run. But we didn't, unfortunately. We freaked out, and then suddenly the lights came on. We're just like, alright, we're done, bye.
When I was about preschool, kindergarten age, I want to say, my mom said that one day I got home from preschool and we decided to look through photo albums. Now, this is a significant point in my life just for the mere fact of I was like most kids. I had an imaginary friend. Parents didn't think nothing of it. Well, that day, my mom decided to look through old family albums with me and point out the different family members. One of which she pointed to, it was a picture with my great grandfather in it, and my great grandfather had passed away when I was only an infant. And immediately my finger hit that book, and I pointed down to it. I was so belligerent to the fact of, I kept telling her, I said, "Mommy, that's him, that's my friend." And my mom explained to him that, she wasn't sure how that could work, because, she explained to him that he was my great-grandfather, and he passed away when I was really, really little. But I was belligerent on the fact that my great-grandfather was my imaginary friend.
I haven't told many people this. Tori is one of the few people that I've actually told. But the night that Chris died, I had a dream with my Nana in it. telling me that she couldn't protect me anymore by herself, and that she needed help. And I woke up crying because I didn't understand, and the whole time she's there, I'm screaming at her, telling her, like, what the hell do you mean? And when I woke up, it was around the time that I was told that the wreck had happened. Well, he ended up dying the next day around like 3 p.m. And we come home from the hospital and everything, and I don't want to go to sleep. I don't want to eat. You know. My mom, because we were living in my nana's old house, and the couch, I was sitting on the couch, and out of my corner of my eye, you can see the hallway to the bedrooms. And out of the corner of my eye, I thought I saw somebody standing there, so I looked over to see if it was, my mom or my brother or my stepdad. And it was none of them. It was Chris just standing there, and he smiled and waved at me, and then he was gone. The weird thing is that night, because Charlene asked me about it, she goes, did you ever dream about Chris? I was like, no, but I saw him. And she goes, well, me and Chad, which is Chris's older brother, had the same dream. The only difference in the dream was that he talked to Chad and not her. He smiled and waved at her like she did me.
And my sister Chelsea, who is in here, she lives up in the city. It'd be the same thing as if something were to happen to her. Take a moment and explain things with the bros she spent her most of her life with.
Her homies. I said her homies.
We're her bras. Bras. That's the word, bras. We are her bras. Go on.
But she has big boobs. I can't keep that up.
You got 2 hands.
I ain't touching her boobs.
No, you each get one. She gets one, you get one.
But yeah, but they're big boobs. You gotta use both hands.
Well, one of your hands has to go to mine.
Shit. Guess she's getting my feet.
There's a ghost or a spirit. He's more of a spirit, just a prankster. I call him Frederick. Pretty sure he gets mad because I call him Frederick. It's probably not his real name. Something boring, probably like John or something.
I love Sam.
Or Keith. That's not a good name.
No, go on, Sam. Love you.
But one day I helped Charles, my brother. He cleaned out his closet, and ever since then, and Frederick's been in my room.
Oh, well, there's one time when you actually opened your closet and found that mirror, and I was going to take it apart and see what it was.
Yeah, it was a cross upside down, but yeah.
Yeah, Jesus upside down.
What would you
Hidden.
do with mirror apart?
I don't know.
That's 7 years bad luck.
When I sleep, he likes to be a creep, and around like 2 o'clock in the morning, I will feel like someone's watching me, and so then I'll wake up, and I will see a figure standing by the end of my bed, and for like three nights in a row, I slept downstairs, mainly because it was hot, but also because like the mood in my Can you not get close to my face? The mood in my room had changed. Like, it felt like darker and evil
I wonder if we need to sage your room.
And it got creepy, and I didn't like it. And Charlie was staring at things, and
Charlie's her pit bull boxer mix, by the way.
she's my baby.
Insert picture here.
I don't take selfies. I take dog photos of my mutt. I just felt creepy in my room. It felt creepy in my room, and I didn't like it. That's it. That's the end of one Frederick story.
Okay, and as you just heard her say, she has many more Frederick stories to go. So if you guys have thought this is cool, this is creepy, this was whatever, if there's any of your guys' stories you'd like us to add in to tell for you. Sam here also said she'd like to reenact some of you, if you guys had any ghost stories, paranormal stories, whatever, she'd like to reenact it. I don't know how and I don't know why, but it's Sammy, so
Trying to working on my acting skills. I want to be the next Jennifer Lawrence.
All right, whatever.
Actually,
But anyways,
not a big fan.
so there'll be a few more of these videos to come. We don't know if we're gonna have, if we can fit everything else in one more video, if we can fit everything else in 2 or 10 or 20.
We'll
Who
make a
knows?
whole playlist.
We'll make how many we can fit in. So, don't forget to like this video. If you'd like the things we've said before, leave a comment down below. Like I said, if you guys have any stories of your own, if you have comments, questions, concerns, or just want to say something to us, do a shout out. Comment section is down below, so don't forget to do that. Always hit the like button, as I said, because showing appreciation for the things we do makes us feel so much better at the end of the day. So, and yes, always subscribe. I leave the link to my channel down in the description below. Also, a link to my Twitter, my Facebook, and also to my Patreon. Check the description down below to find all those things. And always hit the subscribe button. I appreciate everything you guys do for me, and I want to keep being appreciative to you guys for everything you do for me. So, subscribe, keep following, and I hope you guys having a great whatever time of day it is, and I will see you guys later. Thank you.